and Mary, Mike London. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I start with congratulations, win number 100. I know you said when we talked a couple weeks ago, it's hard to believe it's 100, but what did it mean to hit that milestone?
No, obviously, very thankful and tremendously blessed to have been a head coach for a while to be able to amass those types of numbers. But you can't do it without the coaches, the player, the people, the admin, the presidents of the universities that I've worked for, and just very thankful. And God has been good to me in my career. And it's about servant leadership. Like I've always talked about the influence of my father, Wilson London, in the military, all over the world, coaching me in Little League and just the lessons I learned from him and hopefully being able to pay it forward as a head coach in charge of different programs. But it was emotional, but at the same time, very, 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 very grateful. And I'm very thankful for the opportunities that have been extended to me. So, just that's what you do in this profession. You count the wins and losses, but you also count the number of times that young men call you back and say thank you for what you poured into them. So that's worth it to me more than anything else.
Well, congratulations on that. Let's talk about the game that got you to number 100. A bit of a slow start there in the first half, but you guys certainly caught fire and pulled away 34-7. What did you like about the way your team played?
That second home game in a row that we were got started a little later because of the weather. So again, the adversity overcoming, some of the things, the familiarity of the warm ups and then playing, but now you had to stop and go back in the locker room and warm back up. And so I thought our guys just adapted to whatever the circumstance was, and then came out and demonstrated that we're capable of handling whatever situations occur. I thought offensively we did a much better job. You go back, I think we were 14 for 20 something for third downs. Defensively held them to 3 to 12 in third downs. We had no turnovers offensively. We won the penalty battle. Defensively, we caused two fumbles and created a kick that was errant. And so we can do all those things, and it allows you to play three phases of football that you can win games with. And it was great to see just everybody playing on one accord, and playmakers making plays, and again causing another turnover. Causing turnovers, which gives you opportunities. So complete game. Like you said, started out kind of slow, but I thought we picked it up and became more physical, more dominant as the game went on. But hat goes off again to the players and coaches, and the people that stuck around. That didn't go home. They stuck around and watched all the way to the end.
Obviously, head coaches always have to make crucial decisions within a game, and you're in a 7-7 game right before the half, the ball at the 2. Instead of taking 3 there, you guys decide to punch it in, and you get it. What went into that decision, and how much momentum did that provide your team going in the locker room?
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, obviously, there was a second we got down there in the goal line and weren't able to put it in, but that was later on in the game. But that particular opportunity was, some of the things we'd seen before. We'd practice it. We tried to, do some things with formations that would allow us perhaps to have a one-on-one opportunity with a running back, fast player, get to the end zone. And so it ended up working out for us. And, you play those games to win a lot of times. And I get it about kicking field goals, but down in that situation, the chance to go up going in the half, knowing they were going to get the ball first, I mean, was part of the equation of how we're going to go about doing that. So very well executed, and it was a big lift and a momentum swing for us mentally and emotionally going into half.
A really nice night for your quarterback, Tyler Hughes, 296 yards and 4 touchdowns. Seems to continue to get better and better every week. What kind of growth have you seen from him, and was Saturday maybe his best game?
Yeah, that's the goal, Rob, is to allow the maturation process of Ty to also do the things that he's capable of doing, distributing the ball, using his legs, his arm, allow some decision making opportunities for him to be highly
At the
successful.
press
And
conference.
just kind of the kid he is too. He's a football gym rat and he wants to do well. So he wants to improve. And we always talked about the improvement from the next game to the next game. and made a big jump, big improvement, from the previous game to this past one. And we're going to have to do the same thing. He's going to have to do the same thing again as we get ready to play a really good Villanova team.
Breakout night for your young tight end, Jackson Blee. 3 catches for 77, a couple of touchdowns, including that one long one where he kind of caught it short and made it into a big play. Just talk about what he brings to your offense.
Yeah, Jackson has done a really good job, in training camp, into the games we played. Sean McElwain is one of our guys, that does well. Trey McDonald's another tight end that does well. So Jackson have an opportunity to play and make that catch and then run away from people. I mean, he claims he's the fastest tight end on our team, so we'll, might have to check that when we practice tomorrow. But it was great to get the ball in his hands twice and then have an opportunity to be explosive. He can block, point of contact, but having an opportunity to catch a ball and extend, yards after catch, that was something that was good to see. And I think the tight end position group that we have right there, a bunch of really good players, selfless guys, guys that want to play for the team, and I think that's all part of what this team is all about.
A dominant performance from your defense. They pitched a shutout in the second half, and really the first half was just the one long run. What did you like about the way that they played, and how were they able to be so effective?
Yeah, I thought we obviously we played well defensively. There's some things that you got to make sure that you can shore up on, tackling guys in the right gap and things. And so, the communication of the calls. But for the most part, really played tough. Thought he did a really good job up front against the run, other than the one long run. But just play-by-play basis, they did a good job of rallying to the ball. I think, when you pursue the football, you got a chance to minimize, long gains and things, and that was something that was kind of evident during the course of the evening.
You talked about the getting the turnover, 14th straight game that you guys have been able to force a turnover. That's a pretty amazing stat. And I hear coaches on this call talk all the time about how critical that is. How you guys been so effective at doing that?
Well, you just drill it just over and over and over again, not just with drills, but with the expectation of making a tackle, second man in, hand in the throwing lane, perhaps, get a deflection, break it on the long arm of the quarterback, just all those things, our defensive staff, Coach Dowling, Coach Revel, Blackstock, Coach Carter, and Kevin Gerald, we drill that all the time. And even though you're coaching a position, it's important that if you're supposed to be in the right rush lane, be in the rush lane to make the quarterback perhaps put air on the ball and break on the ball. And then if he does catch it, then second, third man in, get in there and try to strip the ball out. So just you continue to keep teaching those things, and hopefully it comes to fruition, which it did for us. And then that's an opportunity to score points, because we did score 14 points off of those two turnovers.
You guys head back to conference play on Saturday on the road against an always tough Villanova team. As you started to kind of prepare for them, what are the challenges they present for you?
Yeah, it's been a while since we played Villanova up there. Mark has done a really good job with his football team, obviously, top 20, team. Very physical offensive line guys. They play well, have a really big running back that can run over you, run by you. He's got it all. I mean, he's a guy that has got a high level of a skill set that allows him to be effective, when he catches it and when he runs it. Defensively, they got a receiver that's really good that they target, goes up and gets the ball. Quarterback distributes the ball. He can put it on the money too. I mean, he's very savvy, good football player, smart football player. Defensively, they got guys that run around. They got a young secondary, but at the same time, the linebackers and the guys up front, I think the whole starting D line is playing for them. They allow, put pressure, and shut down the running game. So we're gonna have to do a really good job of making sure we protect Tyler, but at the same time, try to run the ball. I mean, you got to run the ball to open up the passing game, and so that's part of the plan. But hat goes off to them. Mark's had a really good team for a long time. But if you're going to be anything in this conference, you got to go on the road and win some games, and that's part of what you have to do. Everybody knows that, but we're excited about the challenge moving forward.
All right, Mike. Thanks as always for your time today. Safe travels to Villanova, and we'll talk